Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. I think that says Marine. Oh, it does. I will definitely play as the Marine, and if I remember, you know what? No, we're gonna do. We'll do alt costume Marine, and we'll also make sure that we do the alt gun as well, because I always end up forgetting about the alt gun. But you know what? Giant blue space pistol is my jam, baby. Yes, I remembered Odd Stranger. For once, I remembered. We'll have a good starting pistol. We've got the ammo drop. And I guess we also get the better reload speed and accuracy from the book. But if I remember correctly, that book, the actual benefits to reload speed and accuracy from military training, it's actually really small, isn't it? It's like a few percent. It's like 5 or 10%. I mean, an item like battery bullets, I think that increases your accuracy like 50%. I think scope does as well. I think laser sight's like a 30% accuracy upgrade. So getting like a 5 or 10% accuracy upgrade or reload speed increase, it's not really that big of a deal, is it? It's a very, very, very minor increase. But you know what it is? Still an increase. I think it also increases your charge time on guns, but in my experience, if you increase your charge time, the animation and the sound effects don't match the actual charge time anymore. So it still feels like you have the same charge time, even though it might technically be a little bit faster. But I'm not entirely sure. That's one of those things in Gungeon that it kind of just feels like that's the case. Whether or not it actually is or not, I don't really know. I'm on fire. Because half the time when I'm playing with a charge gun, I just focus on the actual charge sound effect. You know, you get that nice, deep, satisfying thunk sound when the gun is ready to fire. And that's when I know I need to actually pull the trigger. If that doesn't match up with the actual charge time, I'm still waiting for it, you know? Luckily, as far as I know, there's nothing that increases your charge time, makes it actually a little bit slower, because that would definitely screw me over if that was the case. I'd hear the I'd fire the gun and then nothing would happen. Llama Z says he has to get one more item from the rat. You mean like beat the rat and punch out and open up the chests? It's do you get anything for getting all of the items? Well, I guess you probably get Ammonomicon completion, right? And I imagine you need that for the finished gun. So yeah, I guess there is a reason to get all of those items in your Ammonomicon, all of them picked up. Because I know if you get all 4 of the rat items in one run, you get the rat synergy. And the rat synergy not only turns you into a rat, but it makes it so that the rat will not steal any of your items, even if you didn't kill the rat and punch out. How's that happen? Hold on. How can you get 4 keys but not kill the rat and punch out? Yeah, that makes no sense to me. You know what? I suppose, like, doesn't the drill give you 1 chest for free? And I guess one of the chests could be a mimic. So I guess in theory, you could probably get 3 keys without killing the rat and punch out, and if you get lucky, that could give you the 4th item. But that seems like a very unusual thing still. You know, that's very rare that you're gonna get 3 keys, not 4, and you're going to have a mimic rat chest, and then that's going to give you enough that you can actually get 4 of the items, but not have killed the rat. So the effect of the synergy, making it so that the rat doesn't steal from you on the floor ever again, actually matters. It feels like it should just never come up, but I guess, you know, probability means that there might be a situation where it does. Even if it is extremely rare. Also, this Gatling Gull, I kind of love that he's doing the same attacks over and over again. These are the easiest attacks to dodge, when he just walks towards me and then stops moving and then walks towards me and then stops moving. Okay, I think we got his AI in a loop there. It's very strange. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I'm gonna use the heroin. You know how often I get the heroin and mega hand and I actually choose to use those guns? Basically never. Can't tell me that it's too common or too OP. I never frickin' use the GD heroin. I'm gonna blow up the chest though. We should at least spend our key first before we do it. I know I could open up the chest. You wanna open them up? No, they would both have, no, actually. Okay, we'll open one. We'll open one. Last helmet. Fine. If anything, I'm glad that that's the one that paid out, because, right, also spend the keys. I'm glad that that's the one that paid out, because I didn't really want a brown level gun. Oops. Yoink. Could sell the ammo drop. We'll freaking keep it. Yeah, I didn't really want a brown level gun. I could have definitely opened it. Damn. Sorry, I'm kind of getting distracted by myself here. I didn't really want a brown level gun, but I really did want the other brown chest to pay out with a key, but then I should use the blank in the shop first to find the secret room, and then I could have, from there, had the key to open up the brown chest. It could have given me a gun and a key back, and then we could have sold the gun, get a little bit of money out of it, and then, you never know what's gonna happen from there. But you know what? We got our key back immediately. Well, I mean, I wasn't really in it for the key, I was in it for the item, but still, we did a good job on the floor. We opened up at least one of the chests. Bad dodge roll, but who cares? 1 armor. I feel like it's been a while since we've done like a true no-hit run. That could be a good thing for us to kind of strive for at some point in Gungeon. Because I've done a couple in the past, but not super recently, it feels like. Well, we're probably gonna get a heroin synergy if we get something. Nah. I was really hoping it would be a heroin synergy because I don't really like the sunglasses. That was almost the worst dodge roll I've ever made. It's so slow. Yeah. One thing that I'm currently trying to work on in Gungeon modding, I'm just gonna bring this up real quickly here, is whenever you kill an enemy, the game does like a small stutter. I don't know if many people know about it, but it's difficult to notice, really, because it's so minor. It's like a 1-frame stutter, pretty much, but it does happen. When you kill an enemy, you pay attention and you'll see it. When I kill an enemy, the game will stutter. It helps if I actually, get a kill. But like, you see that little like frame stutter? I kind of wanted to take a look at that and maybe think about changing that or removing it or something, because it doesn't really come up that often where that actually affects the gameplay, but sometimes it does feel like it does, that small stutter. Sometimes when you take damage or deal damage, or when you... There's another situation when that stutter happens, but I can't actually remember what it was. It's like when you use a particular item, it stutters, I think. And sometimes it does get to be a little bit awkward. It's like crit shots do it, I forget what it is. I was complaining about it a few runs ago as like, wow, whenever this thing happens, I get the small stutter and sometimes it's really annoying. But the stutter, it does be a little bit annoying every once in a while when I actually kind of pay attention and notice it. I think it happens when you kill an enemy, happens when you get hit. Crit caliber does it, camera does it a little bit, I think. I don't remember what the other item was. Yeah, it's not that obvious, but it is there. Very, very, very slightly. Elementaler is a very underrated gun. Just going back through chat there a little bit. Elementaler, I agree with Pound Hades. It's not underrated, it's just OP. It's OP against enemies, against most enemies. And you can get it every run, because if you can just kill the rat, you can get it guaranteed. Let's buy the key. We're not gonna do rat on this run, I don't think. I mean, we don't have the money for it. I mean, technically I could probably get the money, but should have also opened up the chest. I would have liked to have not gotten a gun from that boss fight. Considering we have the heroin, it's just a little bit unnecessary, is it? The left of the room under the shop. Now. Okay, good enough. Speedrun! Best rat item is the sack, because you always want to hold more active items. Yeah, and then whenever I get the sack, I'm like, God damn it, I don't want the sack! More than two, and I get two active items, and I get confused! Because really, that's what happens when I get the sack. When I get the sack, I just get freaking confused as to what my active items are and if I'm actually using them correctly. Cheese wheel is the most OP item, says the word. For room clearing, yes. And honestly, for boss killing, because the invincibility lasts so long. Yeah. A lot of the rat items are OP. Except for the boots. The boots are the most balanced because they're like blue tier speed upgrades that also protects you from pits, but not fully protects you from pits, you know? That's why I like the boots, and I never feel bad about getting the boots, because the boots, it's just an item, you know? It's like if I got bionic leg, I'd be like, oh, we gotta speed up. I mean, not every item needs to be balanced, I'm saying, but it is the most balanced item, I think. You cannot see the frame stutter even after I pointed it out. It does happen. It's very, very light, but it is there. I just can't remember what that particular item was that I was really, really, really noticing it on. Was it? It's like on explosions as well. You can sometimes see a little bit of a frame stutter. I don't remember. Did he hit a Guan stone? You did? I guess, I mean, technically it is a bullet. He is the bullet. But it's, you know, it's not like if an enemy walks into the Guan stone, he just like can't move through it or something. It's very strange. Motzilla, 91, thank you for the resub. And hello, welcome. So good. It's so satisfying to just kill an enemy in one shot. We got 3 keys. We got Thunderclap. Although I mean, it is a pretty strong gun. We can use it and the RPG to kill the boss. We have 2 blanks. We'll keep the armor just so that we can, you know, hopefully keep it intact. And say that we fought the boss using the, or just so that we can say we defeated the boss with the armor, and we're the best at Gungeon. I do like the visual effect of Thunderclap, though, admittedly. The blue lightning looks frickin' dope. Slowdown kind of screwed my dodge up there. Here we go. Oh, wouldn't have gotten it had I even done the money roll correctly. I always forget. Okay, so we have done the floor. Let's get our passive active. I guess, you know, we should have probably done this before we even fought the boss. There was no reason not to. Also, we came very close to being able to afford the nod key. Even for buying all the things that we've bought, not being able to buy it is a little unfortunate, but not that bad. So we'll go and fight the Old King, because why not? We have the crest, we didn't take damage. Maybe that's going to be my criteria for doing the Old King. Did we take the crest, and do we take damage on the second floor, you know? You really like the stutter, says Mayho33. I think I remember reading about it at one point in the past, and they said that they wanted that stutter in there because they wanted the game to feel a little bit more visceral, and it wanted to be... They put it in so that it's like a little bit of feedback for the player. It feels visceral, it feels a little bit more alive. But sometimes it does affect me a little bit. I'm still trying to remember what the particular item or situation was in the past when I had this happen. And it's like, why does this keep happening? Why is the game stuttering all the damn time? It's like a particular item I had. God, I could probably Alt-Tab and look, because I think I have it written down in Visual Studio right now, because I was looking into it. I'm just blanking on what the actual item was. It wasn't the bracket key. Bracket key might have that problem though, but it wasn't bracket key. In bracket key, you know, at least that makes sense to me because it's an active item that like the player is using. You know, you press space, everything dies. If the game has a little bit of a stutter when it is applying that effect, like, oh, that's on the player to hit that spacebar button, you know? But when an enemy dies or when you get a crit shot and it's semi-random, you know, that's something that's outside of the player's control. But I can't remember what the item was, so I'm gonna stop talking about it. So as to not piss off everybody watching. He keeps talking about it, but he doesn't remember what it is. Yeah? And? Your point? You think you see the stutter now? It's very light, but it is there. It's a key. You know, that's not that bad. Free key. We'll open the chest. We get Gun Knight. Yo, can we do it? Can we get the Gun Knight? Oh, the one true Gun Knight of Gungeon, please. Wait. Yes, fry him! Also, this just shows you how bad the damage is of the Thunderclap. It can't even kill Spent from the electrical ring aura around you when you do the reload. Make that last a little longer or something. Maybe make it last for a really long time, but only if you completely empty the ammo of the Thunderclap. What about that? Huh? Huh? Some good items there. Yeah, Vorpal Bullets does do a stutter. But I already removed that earlier in a different kind of modification that I made. There was a particular item that was doing it, I just forget what it is right now. Nope. Whenever I see those mages, lately, all I've been thinking of is Magicka. I've been thinking of the mages that you play in Magicka. Did anyone play that game? I remember having a lot of fun playing it, and never actually finishing it, because I kept getting annoyed that my friends that I was playing with would just die in horrible ways, and then I would kill them to get through, like, not on purpose most of the time, but I would just like not factor them in on what I was doing. It's like, hey, there's an enemy there, I'm gonna meteor him! Yeah, I'll bring you back to life, don't worry about it. And we got through like one level, and then with all the friendly fire in that game, everyone's like, well, that was very chaotic. Okay, so Thunderclap will electrify the bullets in the air. It's a good alternate gun. So if we can use Thunderclap to electrify the bullets, that might be a good, use case for that gun. It can kill one particular enemy in the game very easily. I mean, blobs as well. But we are immune to contact damage right now. I tried. We are immune to contact damage. Not immune to bullets though. Let's take we can't afford that. Probably take the Ring of Chest Friendship. We can't afford it quite yet, but we'll be able to afford it after this boss fight. No. Missed my dodge. How much ammo do you think the heroine's gonna take? I don't think we walked in here with, I'm stuck. I don't think we walked in here with 200 of 200, but it's probably gonna take 80 rounds, 100 rounds, maybe. I kind of want to see if I can kill the Chancellor using the Thunderclap, but it's just completely unnecessary. He'll probably like push me into a frickin' bullet. What? I didn't try to blink because I didn't think I was gonna get hit there. I fight the old king way too much. I feel like on this guy, I know what attacks are coming out. Like, my head is in the RNG. Sheen Fist synergizes with RPG. Still decent. We have 2 blanks. Let's see if we can find a secret room. We still didn't find both secret rooms. We found Brother Albert, which means that there might not be a second secret room, but we might as well blank in a random room to see if we can find it. Let's do it in this room. Okay. I actually don't think that there can be a secret room in this room, because I think that the only 2 entrances and exits are on opposite corners. But we'll buy the... We'll buy it. Why not? Alright, get me out of here. Nice. You recently turned Screen Shake down to 1 or 2. You can't remember what gun caused me to do it, though? Void Core Cannon. Oh yeah, all the explosions from Void Core Cannon, or if you have like a scatter shotgun. Yeah, I turned Screen Shake down a long time ago in Gungeon. But I did it for a couple of different reasons. Not only for myself, that the Screen Shake was just really, really strong, but also I just wanted people watching to not suffer from like vertigo, And I also wanted it to like help improve the bit rate. There's multiple reasons why I felt like I wanted to turn down the Screen Shake. We should turn it up and just kind of see how the game plays for a little bit. Want to do that? Okay, you know what? There's an explosive on the screen. There's an explosive on the screen. Screen Shake, 50%. You ready? Oh god, it's horrible. Every time he blanks? No. Oh, it's every time I shoot my gun. Forgot about that. Oh my god. It's like actually hard to tell what's going on, and every time I shoot my gun, the entire screen does that little stutter. Oh my god, it's horrible. Turn it off immediately. Look at that, so much smoother. So much better. I'm dying, LMAO. Abe, stop. It's really bad. Or, I mean, it's not bad, okay? I mean, it's a game option. Luckily, they give you the option to disable it. I played a little bit of Metro Last Light the other day, because a while back I was talking about wanting to play through it. You know, watching Tarkov and being like, I kind of want like a nitty-gritty survival shooter. I want to play some more games. So I played Metro, and good God, that game is horrible. Like, it's... The game options are terrible. The game crashes and stutters like nobody's business. The introduction is far too long, like the introductory mandatory cutscene that plays whenever you start it up. There is no proper windowed mode. Well, there's no borderless window mode. There is a windowed mode, but it's not very good. I had constant like stutters in the game playing through it. The level design is pretty poor. I got to basically the same part of the game that I got to every time I try to play it, and then I just stopped playing because it's like, oh, this game's just, it's not that fun. And I think it was the swamp area. The swamp area where you have to find gas and you have no idea where you're going. It's such a poorly designed segment of the game. It feels so out of place. And I just get to that point in the game and I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to play this anymore. I'd rather play a better game. There's just so much, there's also just so much like walking around not doing anything, kind of letting people talk, listening to you know, dialogue. There's no way to skip it or to like, hey, let me just read the subtitles and then skip it. Because you can skip the entire conversation, you can't skip like next. A lot of just slowly walking from place to place. I mean, starting up the game, it takes you like, oh right, forgot about that. It takes you like 15 minutes just to get into the game because you gotta do your walking, gotta listen to these people talk, they're giving you all the plot. Yeah, I played through the first game, I don't need you to tell me all the stuff. You gotta get your guns, load out your guns. Oh, but you're only gonna have them for 2 seconds because the game is gonna do this thing where you lose all of your items in the first cutscene. And it's just really kind of just slow and drawn out. AI is horrible. Already said I kind of dislike the level design a little bit. And what's really weird about the game, okay? This thing that I don't understand is, you know, it's a survival shooter game. You know, it's not really about you being Rambo. There's a lot of stealth involved. I mean, there's a lot of stealth if you go that route, of course. But if the enemy spots you and they send out alarms, and they also bring in like these massively armored guys who are supposed to take you out. They're like, we got an intruder. Send in the elite guardsmen. And that's basically when you do poorly and you get caught, right? But nobody seems to care. In the next room, you go to the next room. There's like a thin wall separating 2 zones. You go to the next room and everyone's like, so, I heard you and the missus arguing the other day. You guys okay? Yeah, you know, trouble at home. Nobody seems to care that everyone in the room next door died. It's like, they really should care that there is somebody on the loose who's killing every person in the compound. I don't get it. Just like, I know why they do that. They do that so that if you fail your stealth in one section, you can just reactivate stealth in the next section. You can try it again. But it just doesn't make sense at all. Nobody seems to care that you're just murdering everybody. I don't know. It's just weird. I stopped playing it. TLDR. Do one room with Little Bomber and Max Screen Shake. All right. Here we go. Co-op gun shake reduction. Oh, we're not gonna need that. Oh, it's so wobbly. Okay. Hold up. Even the elevator coming down makes the screen shake. Oh my god. Did teleporting also make screen shake happen? Whatever, we can buy a key. We can't buy both, unfortunately. We can gun munch. Let's open up the green chest. We'll get the SAA. We'll blow up these two blue chests, but first, I want to do a little bit of gun munching, because I want to see if we can't get, if we're very, very, very lucky, the AK-47. I will get rid of the SAA. No, I'll get rid of the RPG. We have Machine Fist, we don't need RPG. Machine Fist creates a synergy with the RPG, but I don't think the Machine Fist gains anything from the synergy, so I think it's okay to get rid of. We only got this gun, so that's not very good. Alright, so I'm sorry for the screen shake that's gonna happen. Nothing I can do. There's nothing I could do. And you know what? Here's your little bomber. Oh my god. No, I'm sorry. There needs to be an option for screen shake. Anyways, I was talking about Metro. I kind of got off on a tangent there. Because we were talking about screen shake, and I couldn't figure out for the longest time how to disable motion blur in that game. That was one of the first options that I wanted to get rid of because I dislike motion blur. And I couldn't figure out how to do it. The motion blur options in that game were normal and low. There was no off. But I was reading, and apparently people were able to turn off motion blur, but I wasn't really sure how to do it. And then I found out. I read the right instruction. I had to go to quality and change the quality from high, or from very high to high, and doing that turned off motion blur. It's like, why even have the option not in motion blur? Just make an off, you know? That's all you had to do, and they didn't do it. Oh, it's just so, like, that would be like if the screen shake settings here in Gungeon was at the lowest setting, there was still screen shake, but it was like this much, and it was a little bit of screen shake. Like, just put the option with the option. Ugh, it's so weird. I don't know. Just annoyed by games and video games and it's like, just be smarter. Munch Machine Fist and Thunderclap. I didn't want to munch the Machine Fist. Machine Fist is a Machine Fist is a A-tier gun, so I was thinking about it, but I actually think that I will use that gun. And I could have gotten rid of it in an attempt to get something that was a little bit better. You know, because Thunderclap is also an A-tier gun, and the gun you get is on average about the same quality as what you put into it. We missed out on gun game. Yeah. Coming in through the right side here meant that this was the target for the gun game room, because the gun game room is always away from the entrance. Now, if I had recognized that there was a gun game room in this room, I could have activated the teleporter, and then we could have maybe gone to the other side, and then come in from the back, but whoops. How did I not get shot there? I didn't notice that the gun game room was on the minimap. Yet another reason why maybe having your minimap always be displayed is a good option in Gungeon. Because that is an option. You can have it hide in combat, you can have it display all the time even within combat. And honestly, I like having the minimap in combat, because it means that I can look at the minimap, see the room, and identify the room through the minimap, not through what's actually on the screen. Because sometimes you can't see everything on the screen. Or sorry, sometimes you can't see the entire room from the screen, you know what I mean? Close one. You know, when you walk into a room, if you see a couple of walls in front of you, that doesn't really tell you what the room is. Maybe you recognize it, maybe you don't. But when you look at that mini-map and you see that weird squiggly room with a bottom left entrance that's kind of blocked off, it has, you know, one small hallway to leave, you know what room it is. It's a Blobulon Bulletkin room. There's only one of those on this floor. Yeah, apparently using teleporter prototype sometimes kills enemies in rooms when you teleport into the room, but I thought that was a synergy that did that. Apparently it just happens sometimes, which is interesting. I only learned that relatively recently. Because I don't have chest teleporter, which I think is the synergy that interacts with prototype. Not that I would remember anything. Ah-ha-ha! Key Bulletkin. Where'd he go? I didn't see him. I heard him. When I killed the last remaining enemy in the room, he just disappeared on me. What a jerk! Where'd he go? I did not see him. Did anyone see him when they walked in and they're like, oh, Abe's not gonna see the Bulletkin? Because I didn't. He was just totally invisible to me. You like that little play right there? You walk into the explosive with the charge shot from your gun so it blows up immediately. You don't have to waste your charge on it. Bam! Zoom! Let's teleport out and teleport back in because I want that key and I don't want to shoot in the shop. Alright, what's this? It's better than Weird Teleporter. So let's actually sell Weird Teleporter. Thank you. And go fight the boss. We'll see about buying Bumble. It's on this floor. We can probably sell a lot of stuff. Yo, a lot of chests. Thanks to the Ring of Chest Friendship. No keys. Well, I mean, it's ironic considering that there was a key and I just didn't get it, but you know what I mean. You think you can kill one enemy normally, but with this energy it kills all? I don't know. I gotta have a better gun for this, yeah. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, that's much better. Nice. Tried. All right. So, oh, I should have used the blank on the blank room. I was looking for like a second secret room. I should have definitely used that blank on that blank shrine. Well, you know what? How about this? We'll risk it. It's gonna give us a chest and we're gonna have to blow it up, but you know what? That just means more chance at Sir Junkin. Triple Tech Rage. Still acceptable. All right, lady. I have a lot of HP that I need to give you. Let's make sure that we just collect it all initially. I actually do have quite a bit of HP to give her. 6. Plus we can go down a little deep because we have a lot ourselves. That's nice. You know, that's nice. We can also, if we want, buy antibody and then buy the half hearts and then pick up the hearts from the machine and then get extra healing, which should pay for the antibody itself. So we're gonna have a lot of money here. Yeah, Odd Stranger, Little Bomber, and the regular bomb. Not Ice Bomb, but Little Bomber and the regular bomb open up secret rooms. Which is why, that's why I bought the item earlier, because I knew we were gonna go to the Abbey in all likelihood, so I wanted to be able to open up secret rooms and keep the blanks for the boss fight, and then I just never use the blanks for the boss fight anyways. Spider Cat Gaming, they buffed Portable Turret in Farewell to Arms. Now, it no longer has a hitbox, so you don't get stuck on it. You can have multiple of them out, and all of their synergies stack with your synergies, with your bullet passives, and they have infinite range instead of a limited range. Portable turret is actually really nice in Farewell to Arms now. And yes, for Lamaz asking about the bouncing shots with the charge gun, it deals double damage every time it bounces. So, we picked up 1, 2, 3, 4. We picked up 5 full hearts from 6 half hearts. So we picked up 10 half hearts. That pays for itself. So we basically bought we bought antibody for 98 and we made 120. So we actually made 22 profit. And that's why I'm also going to buy these half hearts. And we made a profit of like 30 on that one. Cool. Good stuff. Plenty of money, we'll buy bum bullets, we don't need the ammo. We have no keys, so we're gonna take a minute and go round up all these chests that spawned in. Maybe we'll get lucky and get Junkin. Oh, maybe we'll get lucky and get a key. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a gold junk. What else can spawn out of these chests that I'm interested in? I don't know, basically nothing. Well, you know what? HP is money. Not like we need it, but... Rage! Has anyone played Rage 2? I don't know if I talked about this previously or not, but Rage 2 kind of came out of nowhere last month, and it's a game that I was interested in picking up and playing at some point, because I really enjoyed Rage 1. The character animations and the gunplay was amazing in that game, and if it's half as good as it was in Rage, I think Rage 2 is going to be a lot of fun. I think we're done. I don't really want to sell anything, we have plenty of money, so we'll go. Let's skedaddle skadoodle. There needs to be a Junkin emote. Maybe. I don't know if I should make an emote that is like level 1 Sir Junkin or level 7 Sir Junkin, you know? What would get the most use? Would it be a shit emote or like Night Junkin emote, you know? Which extreme? Also, bees! What do you call the heroin plus bum bullet synergy in Gungeon? What do you call having a heroin and bum bullets? You call it freebies! Because I got freebies. You know what? If someone's playing Gungeon and they're doing a run where you can't shoot, this is how you do it. You just charge your gun forever, and you get freebies. Also takes a million damn years to kill anything, but at least you get the freebies out of it. Oh yeah, also the portable turret does block shots. I don't know if it used to, but it definitely does now. I mean, as you can see, they now have infinite range. That one on the left is hitting this guy from that big distance. Yoink. 1.5 hearts. Hey, it paid for itself. I guess we didn't take damage, so it's not like it paid for itself, just didn't cost us anything. I did not notice you were a chrome cube. My bad. I did not notice the bee would break those shots. My bad. Like, looked away for a second to scratch my nose on my arm and freaking got shot by the bee breaking the bullet. Back up to almost full health. Maybe we should you know, gotten a little harder down on the HP, but can't complain too much. Now, admittedly, the portable turret doesn't do a whole bunch of damage, but I do enjoy the fact that it gets synergies from your passives. You know, it can get +1 to bullets, I think. It can get shock rounds, which make linked electricity. It can get bouncing shots, piercing shots, angry bullets, charming rounds, freezing rounds. And freezing rounds is actually pretty good on that because of the fact that it has such a nice rate of fire, I feel. Oh, right, they can't hurt me. Well, I mean, if they can't hurt me, I'll just dodge roll in place and slowly shoot them. Portable turret, save me! Oh, look at that! It even threaded the needle! We only got one key, we'll wait. The only time you've ever practically used Gun Soul is farming chain gunners as the bullet on floor 1 for the Rifle Quest. That's a very good point. I didn't think about that, but yeah, you could... Sorry, you had to cough. You could use Gun Soul for that kind of farming. I haven't needed to worry about that in a long time. Level 2 Junkin with the helmet as an emote. Think about it. Well, think about it. Think about it. It's nice and easy to create emotes out of Gungeon sprites because of the fact that they're already pixelated. Trying to scale down like a picture, I'm not an artist, I don't know how to do it properly so that you can actually still see what the hell's going on in the picture. That's why I'm always like, somebody create an emote for me. I did not see that bullet. Oh. This is a tough room. This is a relatively new room from what I remember. Still just using heroin. I mean, I said I was gonna use it. Did you not believe me? Did you not believe? Get it? Because we're firing freebies? It's a callback. You know what? We're just talking about shock rounds and portable turret. There we go. Now we get the wave beam. Oh! I like it. I also think Crown of Guns is gonna be fun. And we have such good accuracy! And we get Blast Crown. I actually don't know what that does, but dude, this seems really, really awesome. How is this gonna work? Yep, I like it. Toss in a couple of table flips every once in a while. A little bit of bad damage. Oh. See, now we got a stew going. How'd I take damage from that? Oh, I know why I took damage from that. Because, I rolled over the table and then I flipped it and it canceled the iframes of the table flip. Gotta fix that at some point. I don't really know how, but it's worth doing. Yo, if we can get one more key, we can get the A key. If I could find a way of stealing, we could get the A key as well. Just one key drop, please. Please, game, please! Or let me find the secret room, which we have not yet found. Yeah, GT Quark. Someone mentioned it, but we've got the Ring of Chess Friendship, which makes the A key a substantially great combination. Oh right, Blast Ground. We fire bombs. I never remember that because I forget that it's even a thing half the time. I gotta find the secret room. If we can find one key. I hate the explosions and the slow motion. Please stop it. If I can find the secret room. Then we can get the A key. If anyone sees it, frickin' say something. I want it. I don't think there's any way that we can get a key from the boss fight. So I'm pretty sure... Oh my god! What the fuck? Got the iron coin. Let's chuck those coins away. Well, that was very surprising. Oh lord. Where is it? Please! What if we buy Lament Configurum and we use it twice and we see about trying to get an A key or Skeleton key from that? You think that would work? Even though they already appeared on the floor, they already appeared. Arr, 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 matey, arr. Come on. Didn't realize it did that. Please, give it to me. Give it to me, Gungeon. Give it to me, baby. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Kind of looping back on ourselves here. I mean, there's only like 3 more rooms to check. We might as well check them. Pretty sure we didn't find it here, but I will double check just in case. It's not gonna be in this room because it can never be in that room. Yeah, pretty sure it can never be in that room. Did this just not find it or something? I checked the walls in this room. Oh my god. Well, there it is. We found our key. We found it. I mean, honestly, just give me the Skeleton key. It doesn't really matter too much to me which one we take. And now we'll go open up all these chests. And we'll buy a chest from her. It's your destiny. Magic bullets! Which I think that synergizes with Hexagon. Science cannon. I actually do want a beam weapon, so we'll take it. I would laugh if Cinegrace gave you the AK-47. I mean, that's what I was kind of hoping on that. I thought that would have been really fun. Unfortunately, she didn't. But at least now, we have the ability to get more chests on the next floor, and we have the ability to open them thanks to Skeleton Key. Ah, so good. Glad I took the time to find it. I just wish that I had checked that room better, harder the first time? I don't know. I don't know why it's weird that it didn't crack the first time we were there, but, you know, whatever. Game wants to be like that, game wants to be like that. So, as you can see, we are getting the synergistical effect of the electrical rounds. From the turrets. And that's kind of fun. I like it. Now the turrets are, taking a little bit of damage here and there, but, they're outputting a little bit of DPS. Thank you, turrets. Okay, they didn't blow up. They're actually doing a pretty decent amount of damage, all things considered. Full bullet hell clear for more chests. Probably, yeah. I don't see why not. Now, what do we have that does the most damage? Probably Crown of Guns. I like pushing the turret away. I was really hoping I wouldn't blow up the turret and then it would hurt me, but I guess we do have the blast helmet. But it might push me into the pit and then I'd fall in and take damage. There we go, we've done it. Full lead god. We might see if there's ammo in the shop. There isn't. Might as well spend our money. Get the hell out of here. Nice. We accomplished everything we wanted to accomplish on that floor, even finding our third key. If only I had saved a key from the previous floor or killed that key bulletkin. But I suppose if we killed that key bulletkin on the hollow floor, we would have just spent it on a chest instead of blowing it up, so it wouldn't have mattered. Unfortunately, the synergy between Icebreaker and Exotic basically makes this a useless gun. Yes, you do get the ammo back, but it not guaranteed freezing an enemy on each shot just makes it trash, in my opinion. The whole point about using the Icebreaker is that it freezes. If it doesn't freeze anymore, what's the point? That guy shot me like 3 minutes after he fired that bullet. I've never been more embarrassed. I love that the bees get the linked electricity, so I could just like fire out a... Oh, wait, it doesn't work between bees, does it? No, it doesn't. No, it does. Oh, you know what it is? It's because when a bee first hits an enemy, it's no longer a bee. It's like a bee passive damage dealing effect on it now. I understand. That's a very interesting, little tiny mechanic in the game. That as soon as the bee impacts an enemy, it's like no longer a bee, technically. I do like that the bees can transmogrify. This is gonna be fun. I've got an idea. You ready? Yoink! Just wait here for a minute. Turret, what the hell are you doing? You turned a chicken into a chicken. Oh my god. Thank you, finally. That did not do as much as I was hoping it would. I mean, it got a couple of kills, I suppose. I do like that we have multiple ways of turning enemies into other enemies, or chickens. Oh. Yeah, I see ya. I also am kind of, not wasting, but I'm definitely using ammo quickly in the heroine with the tap shooting, but that's kind of the fun about what we got going on here, is that I can do that. Oh, it was the bee that did it. And sometimes enemies transmogrify, and I'm like, what did that? Wait a minute. Chicken. Cut that shit out, please. Hello? Oh, my god. Didn't even see that enemy there. Wait, was there an enemy in that corner? It must have been from the bee, right? The bee probably did it. Just hashtag blame the bees. Bees did nothing wrong. I beg to differ. Oh my god, you know what? Fine. If you're gonna behave like that, I'm just gonna have to murder you. Oh, that didn't rhyme. Wait a minute. Look, not everything's gotta be a rhyme or a rhythm. And sometimes that turret doesn't really do that much for me. It's a good gun, a little slow. It's not to say that heroin is fast or anything. What hit me? Oh, electricity. Wait, what hit me? Oh, the heroin doesn't make you immune to electricity, but wave beam causes. But we have shock rounds. Do shock rounds not make you immune to electricity? That seems a bit like an oversight. That heroin can electrify pools of water, but not make you immune. It's what it is. It really feels like it should make you immune to the electricity they're spewing. Out of ammo. Since when? Should have opened up with the Crueler Glaive, honestly. It's one of the situations where this is definitely the gun that you wanted to open up that combat with, just to stun that lead maiden in the middle. We also have little bomber synergy somehow. Oh, Crown of Guns. Completely forgot about that one as well. Alright, exotic. Kill this man. And if you want to turn some of them into chickens, you know what? Be my guest. Be my guest. Be my guest. Turn chickens into the best meat. Goodbye, turret. You sacrificed yourself so I may live! This doesn't seem to be doing that much damage. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, Relptica, hello. And Philemon Bacchus. And everyone else in chat. I hope you're having a good weekend. And I hope you're enjoying yourself. Did Lich have a no-no square? I'm sorry? no-no square? What is... I mean, he turns into a rectangle with the Tangler. How do you like that? Using the turret to break the bullets and hiding behind it like a coward. I missed. Luckily, though, the bee activated him. You know what? These things like piercing through him? No, most of them are exploding on contact correctly. Alright, out of ammo. Let's go with the, I don't know, hexagon? Genies? Oh, this was the item that did the the weird stuttering. It's the genies and the dog punches. You'll notice actually that there is no stuttering when I'm using the genie or the light gun that makes the dog punch. That's the item that I was using that had that weird stuttering that I disliked. Oh, I don't know why. I couldn't remember that, but as soon as I started using Magic Lamp, it's like, oh, right! We were just talking about this. That was the item that had the weird stutter every time that punch happened, and I disliked it. It messed me up when I had the item that had the synergy with the light gun, and it removed that little tiny stutter. That's what it was. Ah, there you go. Remembered it like 30 minutes later. But hey, hour-long run, we did everything, led God, good items, and Ring of Chest Friendship. I was thinking about not buying that ring whenever we bought it. I think it was on Chamber 3. Specifically because I kind of wanted to buy the keys and open chests. But I'm glad that we did it, because we did end up getting Gelatin Key, and we did get a couple of extra chests out of it. So it probably, you know, paid for itself. But yeah, good run. Shock rounds plus a close range Crown of Guns. We didn't use it that much except on the dragon fight looking for a secret room. It didn't actually find the secret room in the key shop, although I definitely hit that wall with a couple of bullets, but I guess I expected it to do more than it did. Exotic, I mean, did decent amount of work on the boss, although it wasn't enough to do all 3 phases of the Lich, but it still got through 2 phases. That's still pretty good damage, combined with the portable turret, of course. Overall, a pretty decent run. I dislike the time slowdown of the sunglasses. I dislike having the super big speed upgrade, but one is definitely decent. And like usual, we picked up 1 Gun Knight piece on like Chamber 2, and then we didn't get any other pieces after that. It's gotta be the hardest thing in the game to get the Cormorant synergy. It's gotta be harder than Glitch Bolsters, because I've done that 4 times in 1,700 hours. I've gotten Cormorant once. But in any case, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.